If you are caring for someone with advanced dementia at home and they are confined most of the time to bed, there are two very valuable pieces of equipment. Firstly, the raised toilet seat. Secondly, the shower chair. So to explain both of these, with the raised toilet seat, make sure that you get a toilet seat that has armrests on each side so the person can push themselves up from the toilet seat if they have that ability, and it's raised so it's easier to get out of, doesn't take so much upper leg quadriceps strength. Then the shower chair, again, make sure it has armrests at the sides, that it has a good back to support the person when they're sitting, and it is adjustable for height. All these aspects are important because if you have the toilet seat and the shower chair, it really makes a big difference in terms of the daily cares. Now, if the person doesn't need a shower chair, but they're not really stable and standing, if a rail can be put up that they can hold on to while the showering is being done, a good strong rail, but sometimes that's more expensive to put in and get than a shower chair. But either way, as long as the person's stable and everything then can then be in hand. Now, in terms of all this equipment, okay, that's the thing, isn't it? Who provides it, where to get it, how much does it cost, etc., etc. Very different in every country, always takes time to set up. So if you have a friend or family member who is a nurse or a carer and understands the medical system, great, or the doctor, great. Ask them where you can get in contact with an occupational therapist. Maybe they can come out and do a home assessment and measure up for rails, order the toilet seat, order the shower chair. That would be perfect. It's always different in every country, but occupational therapists are trained to be able to organise, assess and set up all of this equipment for what is needed for someone to be able to manage at home with cares and with mobility. So it really would be good if you can get an OT, occupational therapist, out for an assessment. Maybe takes an hour, hour and a half. They can order the equipment. Hopefully it's paid for by, the government or whoever. But if not, still, if you can get the OT out. Now, if that's not possible, a district nurse, see if you can get a district nurse out, or go to the outpatients department of the local hospital and see if facilities can be organised for a home assessment for your mother, OT, nursing, equipment, etc. Just explain your situation and what you need and how to get it. They'll inform you. Now, it can actually be quite difficult getting assessments going and organising the whole thing. Sometimes it's just easier to get the equipment yourself. So just to explain that, online raised toilet seats cost about $100 and shower chairs $100. So not much, $200 for both. Sometimes it's easier just to do that than go through the whole rigmarole of getting the OT or the nurse, or go to the doctor or the hospital outpatients department, or whichever process works in your country to get this equipment. And if you have a friend or family member who's a nurse or a carer, ask them to come in and help you if you feel you need that help with the equipment and indeed with the showering, because that will be a big help in terms of you being able to get set up. But it's pretty straightforward. With the toilet seat, I mean, it's the same as sitting on the toilet, except when you stand up, the person can push with both hands into the toilet seat, and it's raised enough so that they don't have to have as much leg strength to get off the toilet. With the shower chair, again, it's got raised arms they can hold onto when they're having the shower. It's adjustable for height, so if it's a tall 6-foot man or a 5-foot lady, adjust it so that it's a good, comfortable, suitable position for them, and especially the right height that they can get out of and sit comfortably on, holding on to the armrests. They're really the main things. So if you can just feel confident with that, order the equipment, $200, then you're all set up for this equipment. I think probably that's the best way. When it comes to cares, which I'll go into in one of the next videos, that really takes other professionals coming on board, but we'll go into that in a minute. So thank you for your support and your likes. Please thumbs up if you like these videos or find them interesting, informative, helpful. It's good to get feedback. Comments, I'm very, I like the feedback. I like the comments. Happy to do any videos of interest and help for you. Thank you.